Menino Beach.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Casey with Seraphim, Siren Tarot. Today's pick a card is going to be all about your person, their thoughts, feelings, intentions, what they might wish they could say, what's just really on their heart and their mind about you. And we'll just dive in and see what Spirit has for us. Pile 1, we have this little Call of the Crows. Looks like a little apothecary bottle with a little crow feather. Pile 2, we have this is actually a locket that opens up. I'll show you this first. It opens up and there are all the major arcana. You can see there's the full popping out. So yeah, it's adorable. And pile 3, we have another locket. So you see it kind of reminds me of the Hobbit, the Hobbit doors. But you just open this up and see if you can see that in there. She's riding a dragonfly, if that may be significant. All right, pile 3. So I'm going to pick zodiac signs now. Okay. So pile 1, we have Cancer, Gemini, Leo, and Aries. Pile 2, we have Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and Aquarius. Pile 3, we have Pisces, Sagittarius, Scorpio, so the letter S could be significant, and Libra. All right, guys, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your pile, and I will see you wherever you go. I'll meet you there. Thanks. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, pile 1. If you chose this little apothecary bottle, it says Calls of the Crows, It has a little crow feather in there. So, messages could be significant. We have Cancer, Gemini, Leo, and Aries coming out in these zodiac signs if you were interested. Your card: Fair, Brown, and Trembling. Gifts. Such a beautiful card. Looks like rubies or garnet in her hair. That could be significant, as well as this particular one could resemble something for someone. It seems like in this connection, it feels like you've brought a lot of gifts to this connection, but it's left you just, it's such a sad feeling that I get when I look at this card, especially Fair, Brown, and Trembling. I don't think I'm familiar. This is the fairy tale deck. I'm not sure that I'm actually familiar with this story. But for me, when I read that, it makes me think of a fawn, like a deer in headlights. Bambi losing his mother and just being abandoned all on his own. Gifts could be a love language. We have the number 38, which 3 is the Empress. It also stands for growth and expansion. And then we have 8, which is strength, which is Leo energy. 8 is also a number of action. I'm also, now 8 is sometimes justice in tarot decks. It is a rare thing that you will see that the justice card and the strength card are flip-flopped. But this equals out to 11. So it's giving strength and justice. My music just stopped. So could be you may have opened up your heart in order to to grow within yourself. You have tried so hard to share your gifts of love, light, healing with the person in your connection. And I feel like it just really, it keeps them very scared. Let's see what the oracles say. Take a deep breath. Think of your person. Pile one. What's going on with pile one's person? Oh my goodness. Clinging, holding on, obsessing, and spying. Let's get some more out. Okay. Hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. You notice she's hugging herself. She also has her hands covering her face. Eyes closed. You might be obsessing about the connection itself because you yourself have been falling apart behind the scenes. It feels like you did give them some sort of gift. Or maybe you really held the connection, but you were the only one trying. And now you feel hopeless. Okay. Bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Okay, so let's see what's on the bottom too. Rejection, abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Yeah. It feels like a connection that has been abandoned probably more than once. Probably runner chaser energy. And with that, when I was feeling the Bambi energy, there could be childhood trauma, maybe even mother wounds. They could carry a lot of trauma from past. Betrayal wounds. I think ultimately this feels as if it's the both of you. You feel hopeless. You're falling apart. You're crying. You're waiting for those messages. And you may have actually had that conversation, and your person walked away. They felt this rejection, sensitivity, is what I'm hearing. They're very much the one to try to dismiss or run away first. I started hearing, my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Standing here outside your door. But I think the clinging keeps your person very much in their irrational fears. I think they do have a lot of bitterness and resentment towards past betrayals. Maybe abusive relationships. Let's see what the tarot says. Pile one, what's going on? Fear, proud, trembling. Oh, that didn't. Oh, okay. You are right. Which could be a reason why your person is bitter. Maybe they are realizing this because this is your higher self. This is spirit. It's also throat chakra energy with blue. And I think that's the only gift you're waiting on. Communication. But you're right. Your intuition is right about this connection. Hopeless. What do you want? So 4 is the Emperor, but it's a number of foundation, stability. And maybe the obsessing, the despair, the holding on is what makes this person bitter and resentful. They don't understand this language. You know, their love language might be gifts, might be physical touch. There's a lot of touch here. You don't see, these are the only, and all of these female feminine energies. This is the only one with their eyes open. And I think with all the blue in this card, you have been somewhat trembling in your trying to connect with your person, trying to figure out what they want without seeming like you're crazy. Let's see what else. I don't know why my music keeps stopping. So there might be a lot of hot and cold stop start. But look, you make my heart full. 10 of Cups. So they feel this fairy tale enough to want the opportunity to make it up to you. They may have even dismissed this connection and abandoned it out of irrational fear of rejection. And now they are trying to return. The letter R could be significant. I'm going to try and fix my... Please hold. All right, guys. Got that figured out. So... I just dream and wish for everything. And yes, that sun energy. Pile one. Bitterness. Return. My life started when I met you. And I'm sorry. So they might have said some things that they really wish they hadn't, due to irrational fear and self-limiting beliefs. I'm seeing 14, which is temperance, Sagittarius energy. And that's a balance, but it can also be a reconciliation. This is the Two of Cups. This is soulmate energy. And they realize that now. They know that you make their heart full, no matter your faults, because they have them too. They understand. They just can't say it. And you may have put up a boundary, which is also kind of left them with questions. See what's on the bottom. You make me want to do bad things. So this is Capricorn energy, devil energy. And this is that obsessing, spying, clinging, addictive energy that, because I also see the Lovers with this reducing to 6. And that's Gemini energy. It's a choice of the heart. And right now they just can't choose you. for whatever reason, they have it feels like they are falling apart. And they don't want to be, hurtful. So they stay away. Because you make them want to drop everything and just wrap your arms around them and never let go. 5 is Hierophant energy. It's also a number of change. Hierophant is self-limiting belief systems, different kinds of morals, values, traditional beliefs, commitment. But self-limiting beliefs is what I'm really feeling. This, 1 is a new beginning. Look at all this, this blue spirit energy. Now is not the time. I want you. Another 8. That strength energy. It takes a lot of strength for them to hold back. Because they're so sure, because of what they've been through, that they're just very, very fearful of making the wrong choice, not taking the time to really I don't think this action has been fulfilled, but it's not the time right now, but it could be the time later. But they have to get out of their own head. Yeah, this 8 is the 8 of Cups. I'm walking away. And, I left because you told me to. This could be your energy. You could have felt invaluable. Just not important. Like 16, Tower moment. So you may have walked away, and that may have caused a Tower moment for you or your person. This love scares me. And we're back to number 11, which is justice, but also strength. I still don't have all the answers. Wait. I hope you'll wait. And there's 10, it's cycles. But look at how big these numbers are. There is, they don't have the answers because they don't know how to communicate enough to ask and have that conversation. But they don't want to lose you. They do want to reach out. They want to know if you think about them the way that they think about you. And they are waiting for you. It's just not the time right now. I want you to choose. In the reverse. So they may have to make a choice somewhere. Look, that popping out. Love me. came out in the reverse. I usually take reversals with this deck, but I think it really feels like all you both want is love. I'm hearing that lyric from Sleep Token. I'm still full of the love you want. Reaching out on faith alone. Are you still waiting for someone that I am not? So you might be fearful that you're just an option. We did see the Seven of Cups. I dream and wish for so many things, which could be options. And that's a hard pill to swallow. So it could be the question is, what do they want? How do they feel about anything? I'm also seeing 12 here, which is Pisces energy with the Hangman, with a new perspective. And I think that's what they have moved through. They have finally cycled to understanding your perspective. All right, let's see what messages they would say. Let's see what they would say if they could. Pile one. What would they say to pile one? I always knew there was something different about you. I would like to give this another chance. So there's that second chance coming through again. I sometimes struggle to express my feelings for you. That card being blue with that throat chakra energy. I don't think they communicate as well as you. I think it might intimidate them a little bit, even though you don't mean it. They are afraid they're going to say something they can't take back. Your smile is making me melt every time I see your face. Without you in my life, I feel so lost. I still feel so attracted to you. Yeah, they want you very much. You know, I'm also seeing the star, which is 17. Aquarius energy. But it's a wish fulfillment. It's healing. It's also could be a reconciliation. But you are It's like they made a wish on a star and you showed up and they just can't believe that there's not something wrong with you. I've realized so much since we parted ways. I think of you whenever I feel lost in my life. So again, coming back to feeling lost without you. So you could be in, this could be long distance, it could be no contact. Um, let's see, this is my self-curated deck. It's kind of spicy, kind of sweet. Let's see what pops out for you. I do also have availability for private readings at this time. So if you want to delve into this any further, you can find all my information down below. And this deck is optional upon request. So, oof. In the pursuit of pleasure, I want you to discover the depths of your own desires while I watch. There's a really strong chemistry. Yeah. I'm intoxicated by your presence and I never want to be sober. That's that addictive energy. Pile one. When I'm good, I'm very good, but when I'm bad, I'm better. What else? Okay. Well, you taste so sweet, like liquid sunshine in my mouth after 1,000 years in the darkness. I just heard, hello, darkness, my old friend. If I had to choose between loving you and breathing, I would use my last breath to tell you how much I love you. You must be magic because every time I look at you, everyone and everything just disappears. The way you touch me, sparks fly, igniting this craving deep inside me. I often lose myself in thoughts of us alone, exploring each other in the most intimate ways. And then on the bottom, this is a lyric from Sleep Token, Past Self. It says, keep me alive, keep me believing that now is the time to take it or leave it. Now are you going to dance on the line with me? It's not a game or a fantasy. So that's going to be your reading, pile one. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a like, a comment. I would be so appreciative if you would hit the subscribe button. I am really trying to get to 1K on this channel. So if you enjoy these readings and want to come back, and just go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, if you're still here listening to me hammer on, leave me a crow emoji. um, and yeah, so thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Sending you so much love, warm soul hugs, and I hope you had a great holiday and a safe new year. So, thanks, guys. Love you guys. Bye. Hey, pile two. If you chose this beautiful locket And then you open it, and there's all the major arcana. I'm trying to show you without. See, there's the Fool. It's absolutely adorable. So this may be a very spiritual connection, or you may have introduced your person to tarot. The zodiac signs we have here is Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, and Taurus. Okay. Your card is number 43, Fairy Ointment, the Sight. I love this card so much. It is so beautiful. So this feels like you could be on your own spiritual journey, building your own path, your own foundation. You have 4 and 3. 4 is a number of stability and foundation. 3 is a number of growth and expansion. But it's also Emperor and Empress energy. So this could be a twin flame, divine counterpart. She's got a lot of little symbols here. And I didn't notice this, but look at how the flowers are the same ones that are covering her, especially her third eye, crown chakra. And you actually see what looks like these itty bitty butterflies back here. So that's transformation. 4 and 3, that is reducing to 7, which is chariot energy with Cancer. I think you do have a strong intuition about this connection. I think you've been trying to heal this person. But, you know, I think this person has been healing you. I think there's been so much transformation in your life since you met this person. I think they brought color into your world. Literally put you on this spiritual path. Okay, so let's see what the oracles say. I want you to take a deep breath and think about your person. 4 on the timer. Pile 2, what's going on? Pile 2, what's going on? Jesus. Guys, we have confessions, spying, and elusive. So we have confessions, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. You could have messages in pile one. There's a lot of this energy there as well. And spying, social network, information, ways. And then we have elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Let's go ahead and get the rest before I go into this. Let's get one more. Possibilities. Free-spirited, adventure, and risks. On the bottom, mistakes. Misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Okay. So, what I feel like with this being the bottom of the deck energy, I feel like your person has always been a certain way as far as their attachment style or the way they show up in relationships. They always feel alone and misunderstood. Maybe a strong victim mentality. They could be carrying trauma from an early age. But they just feel so lost. And I feel like it's because of you. Because you came into this with all your magical healing light and just a beautiful energy. Like just very sweet and trying your best to help your person through because you also have been misunderstood. Feels like you mirror a lot. But what this is I think your person wants to come clean about being dishonest about their feelings, being elusive, not really giving you any information. And please don't let me be misunderstood. I think your person worries a lot about that. I think maybe they used to be someone who felt they had to be strategic. I don't think they hold very much trust for themselves. This is kind of like the Seven of Swords, where it's shady. It's shady energy because not because you don't want to trust them, but because you feel in your bones, maybe even in your dreams, you may have a dream connection, that this is worth the risk. I'm hearing two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year. So, wish you were here. Pink Floyd. I think they are quite elusive, but they do keep their eye on you. They think a lot about coming clean. And they might be trying to gather more information on whether or not they should, if this is even a possibility. I'm hearing the Licky Lie song. There's a possibility. But I'm also feeling like, they played that in that scene with Bella where she's just sitting in the chair and it's just going around, and like season after season is, month after month, and she's just deteriorating because she is so heartbroken. Yeah, there's definitely some ties to pile one here. And I think your person knows they've made some mistakes along the way. And they wish they were a bit more honest and handled things a little differently. I don't think things are going quite as well as they had hoped. Whether that means they had other options or they truly did want to walk away. Let's see what's in the tarot. Well, yeah, there was a lot of this in pile one where all the blue cards came out with the, throat chakra. I always have that feel. Well, this is higher self or spirit messages, but I also look at the blue. Now's not the time. And wrongful advice. It feels like somewhere along the way, they may have maybe they found some information or took something in a way that it was not, it was misunderstood. But whatever is going on, it's just not the time for them. They need time to heal. You can't heal people, you can only love them. Let's see what's going on with this person. I just want you all the time. So that's the number 8 with that's it's strength for me with when I see this card. I mean, it's just the emphasis. I just want you all the time, all the time. Maybe even a little bit of obsessive, but you wouldn't know because they keep this to themselves. Just want you all the time. Okay, let's see here. Pile 2 confessions. I have so much desire for you. I'm hearing Usher. These are my confessions. I just want you all the time. I have so much desire for you. Now, this card is also has been burned, so it makes me feel like, they have been burned badly before. So much that they don't quite trust themselves. We do have this 8 and 1, which, 9 with that Virgo energy with the Hermit. So they could be going through a dark night of the soul, or they have just really retreated inward and isolated, trying to figure out what kind of possibilities they are. And it feels like they want to know what's coming around every corner, but you can't know that. Mistakes happen, but if you're free spirited and willing to take a risk, there's so many possibilities here. It's not just about desire. Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning. Spine. Are you fucking serious? Pile 2. I'm hearing I Want You, She's So Heavy. There's a cover by Hailstorm, and it's so good. Just I want you so bad. It's driving me mad. It really is. It's like I'm seeing, 16 here with Scorpio and Tower energy. Um, this is insane. Oh gosh, they really have to be careful what they say to you. I need more balance. And this could be what this, deceptive energy is. But they just can't have a conversation about it, is what they need to be able to do. They just keep cycling with the 10 coming up here. 2 is also High Priestess energy with Pisces. And that is that very kind of, secret intuition, and there needs to be a choice, a compromise. 2 is a number of decisions. It's also a number of partnership. And 8 is a number of action. And I just heard, what are you going to do about it? You want me all the time. You have so much desire for me. You want me. Come and get me. Let's get one more. I want you to choose. Interesting. So there is a possibility that you or this person is currently in some kind of karmic situation. Doesn't have to exactly be a person, but it could be. And that's why there's so much gray area. There needs to be a choice. It's in the bottom. I could be your hero, baby. And 6 is Gemini energy with Lovers. It's a choice of the heart. Somebody needs to choose with their heart. And maybe that's what they're finally coming clean about. There is a possibility, but overall, it feels like you intuitively know that this isn't, with that chariot energy, this isn't forward movement. You hold out for that possibility that they might choose you, that they might be your hero, baby. I hear Mariah Carey. Hero. Of course, Enrique Iglesias. 6 is a number of unconditional love and healing. Gossip only hurts more. So they've probably been hurt a lot. They've probably had a lot of betrayal, trauma. They don't trust their intuition. And they're severely stuck in this ego that keeps them masking, keeps them from being who they really are, because they don't want people to judge them. They might have had a lot of things happen that has hurt them as far as gossip. I could follow you. If I follow you, I could lose everything. So this is a choice. Now, 5 is change. It's also Hierophant, which is religious factors, self-limiting beliefs, and commitment. It feels like they're terrified of commitment. See an 11, which is justice. You hurt me, but that's okay, I guess. So this feels like your energy. And it also feels like this is that victim mentality of finding something wrong in order to walk away. You have so many choices and options. Another card of being burnt. I'm sorry. So they could be the one with all the choices and options. You know, take it how it resonates. That is just not going to happen, is it? Sorry, guys. If you're new to me, I have OCD. So your person could be neurospicy. Okay. Let's see what they would say. Besides how much they want you. Because, damn. Okay. I truly want to work on this connection. There's a possibility. No one will ever compare to you. I think they figured that out. They may have even made a mistake, made the wrong choice, and now they regret it. Pile 2. Your smile is making me melt every time I see your face. My goodness. Pile 2. I think of you whenever I feel lost in my life. So a few of these messages did show up in pile 1. So if you felt called, I'm showing you your wounds and things you need to work on. So that is also, part of that counterpart journey. It's either going to be love or a lesson, And if someone is too scared to learn the lesson or take accountability and be open and authentic, connect to me telepathically through meditation. Didn't I say that earlier? That you guys have like a dream connection, like a telepathic connection? Only you can see through me. That's why they consistently stay away. They don't like that. It makes them not feel in control. I wish I would treat you better. Nothing compares to you, Sinead O'Connor. That's what I'm hearing. All the flowers that you planted, Mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. I know living with your baby was sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. So nothing compares to you. Pile 2, nothing compares to you. Your presence in my life gives me peace. I crave to be close by your side. And now I'm hearing Sade. By your side, baby. I'm also hearing King of Sorrow. Now, if you wanted to delve into this any further, I do offer personal readings, and they are open right now. This is actually a self-curated deck. It's kind of spicy and sweet. If you're interested in a private reading, these are available by request. But let's see what they would say with all this desire. In case you ever foolishly forget, I am never not thinking of you. Pile 2. Pile 2. What would they say to pile 2? You didn't just touch my heart. You met me in places no one else knew existed. In your presence, I find the pleasure and poetry I never knew my soul could speak. Pure, pure magic written in the air between us. Almost said magic. Pure magic. Oh. My love language is showing you the parts of me that ache and trusting you not to dig your fingers in. These are very sweet. Oh, well, there you go. Me, you, bed now. I can't stop dreaming of you. It makes me so warm all day. Hearing Dreaming of You by Selena. Let's get one more. All I've thought about all day is your mouth. Amongst other things, on the bottom we have, you're not just a temptation, you're an addiction I never want to recover from. So there's that devil Capricorn energy right there. So yeah, that's going to be your reading pile 2. If you are still here, leave me a little flower emoji. Your favorite flower emoji if you're still here listening to me yammer on. And if you enjoyed the reading, please like, subscribe, comment. Please subscribe. I'm so trying to get to 1K. And I'm almost halfway there. So if you do enjoy these readings, yeah, just hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in anything else that has to do with anything with me, it is all down in the description box down below, and in the pinned comment. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you so much love, warm soul hugs, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey, pile 3. If you chose this little pendant, it's so cute. It actually reminds me of the little hobbit house doors. And you open it and see if you can see inside. And she's on a dragonfly. So, this is going to be a reading. And if you were interested in the zodiac signs, we do have Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Libra. The letter S might be significant. And then we have number 28, fairies. Keyword is words. And we also have dragonflies here. And butterfly. Very spiritual dragonflies are. And you've got this transformation energy with this butterfly. The number 28 reduces to 10, which is cycles. 2 is high priestess energy with Pisces. 8 is strength with Leo. So it seems like there's a lot of words that aren't being said. Let's see what the oracles say. Blue eyes could be significant. Two is also a number of partnership, decisions. And 8 is a number of action. So you could be waiting on your person to, I'm hearing more than words, extreme. But yeah, you could be just waiting for that communication to come in. Pile 3. What's going on with pile 3's person? Okay. Well, there's forgiveness, return, sorry. So there's apology here. And he's holding a rosary. So that could be significant. It is very spiritual in nature. Pile 3. Rejection. This came out in pile 2. It was actually the bottom of the deck energy. So you may have messages there. We have abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. Let me get the rest before we talk about what's going on here. Withdrawn. Single, lonely, solitary. Longing. Craving, aching, wanting. Elusive came out in pile 2. So, if you felt drawn pile 3 to pile 2, definitely check that out. So, it feels like you've been waiting. You've kept this door open, spiritually, even physically. I'm hearing keep the door open. Bruno Mars. But it's like you've gone through so much spiritual healing that I feel like you are the one with this rejection. I heard rejection sensitivity disorder. I think you have an irrational fear of your person disappearing, which they've been known to do. That it feels like you're the one always giving the apology for maybe having words with your person who does not want to hear it or has not wanted to hear it or acknowledge it. Maybe they finally are. Maybe this is you. Keep coming back. It's like a cycle. almost like you start with this longing, aching, wanting, craving for your person. In a very almost like telepathic connection. This purple, that third eye chakra energy. I can't help but notice that you can't see the face of your person, and you can't see the eyes here either. And I think your person has stayed. I'm hearing Lonely by Justin Bieber. I think your person is very much a solitary soul. Even though they do crave, they have that longing for communicating these feelings, this apology, their irrational fears. Maybe they've dismissed you and your words over and over and stayed elusive. It's the bottom of the deck energy. This is like the Seven of Swords. It's like a web of lies. This also could be someone who is in that player energy. I don't want to be a player no more. But they are. They have options. Or you may have that fear that you are an option and not their favorite. Like your person is holding out for something that honestly doesn't exist. I think you long to hear things from your person's mouth. Like, I don't even know if they speak to you. It could be long distance. It may be just something that never really goes anywhere beyond this craving. And the trickery is that they know how beautiful this bond is. They don't want to be rejected or abandoned. They have to be the first. But it's just the way that they've always been, solitary. I don't think there's anything that's been quite as decadent and delicious, what I'm hearing, as these thoughts of you. And they know that you keep the door open. They also know that ultimately the overall energy is this shady behavior, this, you know, like they won't friend you on social media or give you their phone number or call you. Maybe it's just a texting game. Be careful, pile 3. This feels like, and the music just stopped. It feels like they only, they're very self-focused, very selfish. And that's not a bad thing, because sometimes you do have to be selfish with your energy in order to survive. We are not all built for this world. But there's something about this that, and this card is green. It's like intuitively the heart is saying, yes, this is, you don't even need words. More than words is all I ever needed you to show. Then wouldn't have to say that you love me, because I'd already know. And I think that's a big, it's a big deal for you, because you have worn your heart on your sleeve and basically have become so strong yourself because of this cycling over and over from being dismissed, rejected, ignored, to a return, an apology. But you know that it's not, you know a lot more than what they feel like you know, intuitively. And so they stay out of sight, out of mind. Let's see what the tarot says. Pile 3. What's going on with words? What's going on with forgiveness? Sorry. Yes. So this is sun energy. And if you did come in with a specific question, this could be your answer. But you feel like the happiest card in the tarot deck. And that's the deception. Because you keep getting rejected and your person keeps running. But there's this longing, this heart sick love. Oh, okay. Let me have you. Number 7 is a divine number, but it's also Cancer energy with the Chariot. And so this could mean that yes, there could be some forward movement, some action as far as with words. But don't just trust words. Make sure their actions line up with what just stop putting yourself out there. I know you don't feel like you're strong enough. Now I'm hearing share. But yeah, it might be that kind of a situation where you might have to believe in life after love. If this is a person that you feel could never be replaced, still doesn't mean that they will face these irrational fears and come out of their lonely, single, solitary world. The longing could be enough. But you just be careful. Because they've got a lot of dinner options is what I just heard. Like, yeah. They're silent with you, but they're completely different with someone else. Or multiple people. This overall Seven of Swords type energy is very concerning, rejection. They might be very charming, and this might be so heavy that you constantly take the sorries and the dismissals, and because really this is how you feel. Yes, let me have you, let me hold you. Stop running away. This is also 14, which is temperance energy with Sagittarius. And temperance is, like spiritual healing, and can even be like a balance. I just started hearing sexual healing. Could be love language there. I just want space. Withdrawn. So, I'm seeing 13, which is transformation with the death card, which is Scorpio energy. Also, with this 6, and 6 is unconditional love and healing. So it just makes me feel like this death and rebirth, they've withdrawn because they're very much in the middle of maybe a dark night of the soul, or just lots of healing and transformation. And honestly, if they continue to be this way and just keep cycling through, it doesn't matter how happy they make you. Are you prepared to deal with never knowing if you're the only one that they're holding or wanting? Let's see about this longing card. That could be your hero, baby. That is Lover's energy. With that 6, Gemini. It's also a little bit of 6 of Cups for me, which is very much a soulmate energy. Mariah Carey, hero, and always be my baby. I'm hearing 12. We've got Pisces energy with the Hanged Man. So you could be changing their perspective. Now, whether that perspective is leading them to deceive you, even if it's omitting the truth, even if there's no words. Don't let them charm the pants off you. That's what I just heard. It's a love them and leave them kind of energy. Not because they don't feel for you. In fact, I think they feel so much for you that drives them to be always pushing you away. Meanwhile, they daydream, maybe even you might have a dream connection. But this is a choice of the heart. And you just need to follow your intuition. If you want to hold a safe space for someone, then there's nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Whatever you feel called to do, if you always just follow your heart, your intuition, you can never go wrong. Whatever's meant for you will be. But you gotta stop pouring all of your heart out into a cup that is spilling over because your person's too afraid to drink it. They're really thirsty. They're really thirsty. But it's like, on the bottom, there is someone else. I knew I was feeling that. Okay, so also we have 9 again with that hermit energy. So it doesn't have to be a person. It probably is. It could be multiple persons, depending on your situation. Only take it if it resonates. I feel like you would know. But aside from being an actual person, it could be this person in their head. It could be, you know, distance, travel. The music just stopped again. So it feels like they go silent on you quite a bit out of nowhere. This could be a job, family. But yeah, the 3 with growth and expansion, it feels like this someone else is someone they're choosing over you. Yeah, the music keeps going out. So, time to ground yourself. So, yeah, you need to go to some water, go to the woods, go somewhere in nature and just kind of meditate on the fact that you probably there's probably so much that you don't know. And are you willing to continue being slightly delusional? Um, or should you show yourself some respect and, draw a line in the sand? Well, this being words, it's like you don't owe them any words to explain um, where you're coming from anymore, because you have explained. They're the ones that stay hidden, secretive. I still don't have all the answers, and you know what? There won't be any answers unless there's communication, unless there's some change. With this 5, I dream about you a lot, too much. There's the I love you card. That's that Ace of Cups. I'm addicted to you, Capricorn energy with the devil. This is showing itself, and this is the most hated card in this deck for me because it just gives me this feeling of the ick. They keep you in this gray area, and they refuse to make a choice. All the while knowing that you are a light in their world. This feels like you. Like it feels like you're searching for answers to all the questions. I mean, that's why you're here, right? It's just trying to understand. And sometimes it's right in front of your face. And it's not always, sometimes it's just, you never know what someone's going through. So you should always give grace and space but fill your own cup. Because they're draining you. Do they it's a really sad energy. So I just feel like that your person grew up being in this cycle with everything. Could be religious factors involved, traditional values, kind of like that Hierophant energy where you might have different morals, different values. And it just might not be something they want to face. It's easier to face the others because they can get what they need and not worry about discarding them. You have actually kind of crawled into their heart, and it's quite painful. So they avoid it. They just keep running. And you always seem to be stuck in this web. You try to tell yourself you don't need the details, but you need to feel valued. You need to be considered. And that's what you should consider. So be very discerning with this connection. And just, you know, have that conversation. If they don't want to have it, step away. You can leave a safe space for them without having to put yourself through that hell of constantly wondering if they're going to show up at your door or if you'll ever be in the same room with them or if you'll ever hear their voice. Okay, let's see what they would say. And you know what? I'm feeling called to use the Dark Confessions of the Soul Oracle. It's more about what the shadow part of their thinking. What would pile three's person say? Okay. My focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you. And that's the selfishness, which is their right and their, prerogative. But also, this is not considering you. I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. Yeah. They can't tell you what that is. And you have to wonder about that, pile 3. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. Yeah. You can't heal them. You can only love them. And they have to learn how to love themselves. They have to heal that. What else would they say? Pile 3. I smile on the outside, but I am dying on the inside. I am finally seeing my worth, yet I still feel unworthy of your love. So, the healing may be slow, but it's there. I feel overwhelmed. I am drowning in my own thoughts. Yeah. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside of me. Is that something that you can handle, pile 3? I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. It's heartbreaking, and I don't even think I've ever seen that one. Rejecting you was protecting myself. I was being selfish. We've been talking about this the entire time. So, all right. Now, I always like to leave off with my spicy giggle neck because when shit like this happens, it's like, damn. I don't like you guys leaving without a little bit of a smile. So I created this deck. Also, I do personal readings if you want to dig into this. I do very long, thorough readings. The Spicy Giggle deck is available for those upon request. But all that information is down below. Let's see what they would say if they weren't too afraid. The best kind of seduction is when you are convinced that you are doing the seducing. Let's play out that freaky fantasy that's always on your mind. Okay. I want to stop playing it cool. I'd much rather play it hot. Close your eyes, open your heart, and feel my soul, touching you, needing you, wanting you. Every second of every day, begging you in soft, breathless whispers for your passion and your love. I think about you constantly, whether it's with my mind, heart, or other parts. To have you in my bed, breathing on me, hair in my mouth, I count that as something of a miracle. On the bottom, I think we deserve a soft epilogue, my love. We are good people and we've suffered enough. Yeah, this is one of the saddest cards for me in my deck. But I'm going to leave it here, pile 3. If you're still here and listening to me ramble, leave me a door emoji or dragonfly. But, it is what it is. The best thing you can do is take care of yourself. Because at some point, you have to see the situation for what it is. Whatever they're showing you, that's what you need to listen to. It might be fun to, believe me, I'm a double Pisces, Scorpio rising. I got a lot of water in me, and a lot of dreams, and a lot of, but you can't continue to be delusional, which doesn't mean that there's not a bond, that there's not a connection, that there's not love. But this can't happen without communication, trust, and a willingness to compromise and communicate. And if it's this difficult, maybe you should open that space in your, so that the universe can bring you what you deserve. Because you deserve all the love that you give, pile 3. And yeah, I'm just sending you so much love, warm soul hugs. Please like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I know you probably didn't enjoy the reading, but if you do, like my content, I'd be so appreciative if you could hit the subscribe button. Because I am trying to get this channel up and running, and I'm halfway to 1K, so I would really appreciate it if you would, subscribe and also like and comment. I love talking to you guys, and I know that this really, really sucks, but yeah, I'm sending you so much love, warm soul hugs, and I hope that wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it is as beautiful as you, because you are beautiful, pile 3. You don't have to have somebody's approval or reassurance to know that you are worthy of love and you're beautiful, and it's their loss. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for being here, pile 3. So much love, warm soul hugs. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.